Hey my lovely peeps, been a while. In this video, I'll be walking you through the first step of getting your host. If you're interested, just stick around, smash like button for the YouTube algorithm, and comment down below what you want the price of your first host to be. And with that said, let's dive in. So the first step of getting your home is paying your tax for a whole year straight, especially if you're self-employed. Yes, I know, but you have to do it. It's a prerequisite that assists with others getting their loans in that year. So at the very base, you'll need to be contributing for 1 year straight in order to get the $6.5 million loan. And don't think that you can go to the bank and get the loan without paying the first year of tax, because you have to. It's a prerequisite for the banks as well, because the government set it that way. Just remember, the host always wins. Honestly, there are several processes needed before you own a house, but here's the first step, so please follow step by step. And if you're still interested, you have until March 31st basically to apply for this year, or if not, you can use it as future references for next year. So let's begin. I'm going to set up mine now, and I'm just going to carry through the process of what to do and how to go about it, I guess. Alright, so the first thing you're going to have to type in, these are the things you type in. You're going to type in Jamaica tax.gov.jm, which is my recent search, as you can see right here. So just going to click on that, going to click the first one, see what happens. Alright, so right here, so now so it has, remember I was telling you that it has 3 steps. You have the set up the account, and you have the register, and then you have a second registration, which you're probably going to have to call the persons after and tell them you're, TRing and them something there, and them just grant you access. So what happened is you have so I say you create an account, which you're going to write here, register. I'll show you the registration process. So this is simple. I'm not that skilled in editing yet, so I can't like block right here or whatever. So you just username going to be, well, you don't use these anyways. You're going to click to create account, and they're going to have the pretty standard questions: first name, middle name, last name. Username has to be something you'll remember, plus the rest like, yeah, username is something you'll have to remember, and then yeah, these are pretty simple. So I'm going to set up this, and then you'll see me in the next part after this. So now when you go to BAM and put it in and everything, they're going to come back out. You're going to put it in, but for this now, you I think that's the username I have. My password, put in your password. I don't like computer remembering my things, so I just like do that or however. And yeah, so you just sign in now, going sign in and show you the whole process. Alright, so this is basically the home page, and we're not even going to go really further. We're not going to go much place. The first thing you're supposed to do is whenever they send you, because when you sign up, they're just going to give you a temporary password. You're going to go into edit right here. So you're going to click it. I'm going to show you. I don't know how to block my user's ID, but right here they have user ID. As you can see, your username, you're going to have your email address you're supposed to put there. So, and then that's essentially it. Alright, so all them something there, you put in and rate it and whatever. Just fill out there. So then you're going to go to password. You're going to go to password, and you click password. You're going to enter the current password, which is the recent password. Look at the letter and the letter and the number or whatever, and then you're going the current one. You put in a new password, and then enter new password again. And the question them ask, I'm gonna ask you a question and them things here as well. So yeah, alright, so now that we're back on the main page or whatever, what we're going to do right now, well, you have e-service, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to go right down here, so, and we're going to go individual. If it's business, me asking business now for them something already. So we're going to go individual because we're just applying for us. Alright, so go to individual. It load, say a farmer, whatever. I put self-employed. So if you go to BAM and click the self-employed or whatever, it tell you self-employed operating their own business and need to know what their rights and responsibility are. See me? All them here. Yeah. You should read it. But anyway, so alright, so how do we just go to e-service? Just go and click e-service right here. So yeah, e-service, and then we're going to go to file return, pay tax, yada. We're going to manage the account or whatever. So these are the steps that you will need to fill out as you go along. So read. You're gonna need them here and them some here. Read. Next. So you're going to click individual because you're registering for yourself. Typical things: name, individual's name, TRN, email address, phone, yada. So I go and fill out mine and then come back. So as I say, standard. NIS know your place of birth, your mother's middle name, mailing address. That's which part is cool. I fill out that too, and then back at it again. Alright, so basically this process is the same thing as account manager. You know, yeah, same for them TRN. Position, me just put entrepreneur. That, you know, same email. You're going to click no down here. So, and then the attachment is the picture of your ID, your TRN, your NIS, and I think that's it. So yeah, then you just click next, and then I think. Alright, so now you finish the process, you pull out everything, you go to the summary, and you just show you summary and you press OK. Yeah, the must send a declaration or whatever. All you have to do is put in an email, re-put in an email, and say thanks. Oh, also, whenever you are putting the files, like the TRN or whatever ID, a little trick is because sometimes you'll notice it says that the size is too big or whatever. A little trick is just go into like the picture that you take on your phone or whatever, crop it, and then just send to somebody in WhatsApp and then pull it from WhatsApp or whatever, just to get the file size smaller, and then you'll be good. So after now you just press OK and you're good. So okay, we'll go to stage 3 now. Alright guys, so it's been like 1 day, but they said that it's going to be within 1 to 3 days. So like 1 day I got email and it said yes, no, just whatever. So what they got email is just as a confirmation to say alright, you can proceed to step number 3. Alright, and step number 3 is simple. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go to e-service. We're going to click the file my tax, etc. Let it load up a bit. Alright, so what we're going to do now, we're going to go to register for account. Alright, register for account. You're going to read the process. The request is submitted in order to register a new account. Type of account you want to register. The request will be processed and notify will be sent. Notify you registration of your account. Blah blah. You can read it. So you're going to click next. The next process is right here. You're going to go so. Alright, so for the persons who are self-employed, you're going to go to income tax. Self-employed for individual. If you like, you're working or whatever, you're going to use this and this. But I'll just say each of them have their own requirement. But I'll just say you would call them and they'll walk you through the process. However, I've done this for someone already, so I know the procedure because it's similar situation. So self-employed, individual income tax, you click that. For the date, it is for the first of the year. Alright, so you can start from there. So say just start from there. So it's January 1st 2021. Going next. Sorry, so you should read it. I confirm that this that. blah 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 is true. You click and then you submit. Alright, I declare that to the best of my knowledge. Okay. Alright, you press OK, you come back out. Alright, so basically same place, the move just over here at the front page. So you're going to scroll down now, you see all of this, you're going to click income tax. And then alright, so the SO4 form, etc, etc, etc. We're going to see all of this and we're going to file returns. Alright. So file returns now, it's not due as yet or however, but we're doing for this one. So we're going to file now. Alright, so as I say for here, you're going to just put yes and put new self-employed. So I just did the check. I'm going to put in NIS, then I'm going to press next. So remember that the minimum wage is that 7,500 and you just multiply by 52 weeks and you get your total. But if you make more than that, you put it in. Alright, so this is the section 2 part. Right here, so not really concern me or however at this point. So the lady said it don't matter, so just click next or move from there. So now you see all of this right here, so where it gives you your estimate education tax that. Section C shows how much you pay quarterly. So this is the total, this is the quarterly, how much you pay the quarterly, and this is your total. This is income subjected to tax and whatever contribution. So basically them just do the maths for you or whatever. So at like every third, as in like every quarter, you'd pay this amount of money if it's 7,500 you're paying or whatever. Is the computer them look at calculations and whatever. So you just submit if you're okay with these figures and whatever, and just submit. So right now it finished load and all it asks is I declare that the best of my knowledge and belief this is true and correct statement of information and particular given in this form. And then it goes, are you sure you want to submit this return? And press OK. And then see here, basically finish. Basically, says additional you can generate printable version blah blah. You just press OK and you basically I think you're good for now. Alright, so you just pay a thing on the monthly, well the annually or the quarterly basis or the monthly basis, however you feel, and then you're good. Alright, so a little thing that you should remember is that one, the payments for the quarterly are due on March 15, June 15, September 15 and December 15. When you are supposed to go to the place and pay the money or the tax or whatever, you're going to just go to the tax office. You're going to go to the compliance for a media number, and then they're going to send it to the cashier and then you pay it. That essentially really is it. Once you keep up with the payment, then you're good. Basically, what is I'm calling here now, you just do back over the things. So you can call them, I can just wait and watch this video or whatever. What I say, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe, and until then, see you in the next video. Future landlord or future home.